Coach Jesse Minch with GetHandles.com got a basketball myth to debunk today. So today's myth is that fancy moves are a waste of time. You have to think about this in terms of, where the game is now and what was considered fancy once upon a time. I remember back in the day, Bob Cousy was considered fancy, flashy. Pistol Pete was considered fancy, flashy. The more modern day, you got the guys like Rondo, Iverson, Kyrie Irving, who are considered to be a little bit fancy. And there's always a stigma in each era that, a lot of these things these players are doing are unnecessary and ineffective in a game, and they're a waste of time. And over time, these players start to dominate, and people find, oh wait, maybe this is effective. And then next thing you know, it becomes common. So now, things like a between the legs dribble, behind the back pass, once upon a time, that was considered fancy, that was considered flashy. And now you look at modern players, and all that sort of thing is almost expected. And it's very standard, it's very regular. So then when new things come out, it kind of baffles me to this day when you see people doing like the sham god or variations of it. When people say, oh, those moves are completely unnecessary, they're just trying to show off, they're just trying to be flashy. And I really think it depends on your perspective with the moves and what you're accomplishing with them. Because there is a lot of situations where, doing the behind the back pass, yeah, it could be unnecessary and it could be flashy. Doing a between the legs dribble, when you don't need to, it could be flashy. If you're a fast break and there's no one ahead of you, and you're doing a between the legs dribble down the court, yeah, that's getting a little bit too flashy. But you have to think about things in terms of context and how they're being used in the game. So just because someone does something that's a little bit different and outside the normal, or maybe even a little bit more advanced as far as the difficulty of it, you have to take into consideration the context of the game, and is it that the move that you needed to do in order to, achieve what you're looking to achieve, whether it's getting to the basket, getting the passing lane open, whatever it is you're trying to do. By doing a lot of these more flashy, more difficult things, you're building your confidence with the basketball. You're becoming a lot more comfortable with the basketball, and you're just really, at the end of the day, expanding your options and arsenal of things that you can do on the court if you need to pull it out in a game. So why not have them in your arsenal? Why not do these things to get yourself more comfortable with the basketball and make the more fundamental, old school, easy things feel easier, right? So these are some important concepts just to keep in mind whenever, people start talking about things being too flashy and whatnot. Now, obviously, if you're a player on a team and you have a coach, to some degree, you're going to want to have to appease to what that coach wants from you. So if he doesn't want to see too much flashy, fancy stuff, then you're probably going to shy away from it, because otherwise, you're probably not getting as much playing time. But at the same time, I would not necessarily recommend you just put all that on the back burner and not try it in your personal practice on your own time. Because once again, it can be great for developing your confidence with the basketball, your skill as a player. So you got to kind of find that balance between the two. But just something I want to keep in mind for everyone, that just because something is fancy does not mean that it's not effective and it's not worth learning. So once again, Coach Jesse Minch here with GetHandles.com. If you found this video helpful, or if you have any 2 cents that you want to add to the conversation, leave it in the comments down below. I know this is something that's going to be a little bit debated between people, so let me know in the comments below what you think about the whole fancy moves thing. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have a lot more of these basketball myths debunked videos coming for you guys with more tips on things that are often taught but not necessarily true. And make sure you head over to GetHandles.com. I got a free ball handling workout and guide for you there. 100% free. Just pop in your email. I'll send that to you right away. That'll help you improve your ball handling ability immensely. And stay tuned for more. I have a lot more videos coming.